Right, we are meeting again. Like I said, that we are going to be meeting on the stories that are trending on Not to Men and Women. Right, as you can see on our next story, on our first story that we have a trending video that has been trending on Facebook, making rounds. This is a song that we are playing, dedicated to what has happened. Right, on a video there you can see that there is somebody that they are chasing out of the car. Right, I happen to know that person personally, but it's a trending story that we have on our page, Not to Men and Women. Right, abapostile bona bari abakufuluse mokoloing monyana wena o setse o postile gore a monate mpulae a mapula wa mona dilo ba mo etsa stlaela ba re o tla okela home. This was a trending video where they were saying, Mapula, we have given you the money. Yes, we cannot take you inside our car. Right, on the video, you can play the video on our page, Not to Men and Women. Yeah, so it was something that happened when they were now getting onto their famous nice car. They decided to take Mapula outside. They decided to say Mapula wasala. And when they were saying sorry to Mapula, as you are not the first one and then you are not the last one. One day God is going to give you, God is going to bless you with your own car. Bane ba go tima ride, go tla go ba tima ride le wena ngonyana. Tomorrow it might be you, and then today it might be me. But then God changes, tables they change. And then we are saying to Mapula, very sorry for what happened to you. Right, and then we just have the one that was published 55 minutes ago. The story that says, dear ladies, a small salary is better than depending on a man. I'm sure our ladies, they are taking some notes. That you just need that small salary. It can take you somewhere. Some ladies, they started by selling magwinya. But when you check today, they are somewhere far. And let God give you the power. Let God give you the energy so that you can move on and you can carry on. In that small money that you are earning, it can change and be the businesses tomorrow. The big businesses are born in small money. The little that you are earning, my sister, is better than for you to depend on a man. I don't know how long kutlwana. Right, we are moving on with our stories. Thank you, Chama Girl, for such good music. Renalibo Mapula, Baba ngwe ke baba ka makhazi, Baba ngwe ke ba bo Chama Girl, Baba ngwe ke ba mapiano, Mapula ya re ya lopina teng. Right, we also had a story that was trending this week. That was a story where a woman appeared to be anonymous. And anonymous gonna have a problem. My boyfriend, he started this thing as a joke, but as time goes on, he started to do it now generally every day. Somebody saying my boyfriend enjoys urinating in my mouth. Every day in the morning, he tells me to open my mouth, then he urinates into my mouth. And then the writer goes on to say, I'm now afraid because people, they told me that there is a substance that is not well inside the urine, that is contained in the urine. And then this person was asking the advice, saying, but I love the guy, what do I do? And then Batswana Gaguba Itzi, Batswana, once you say, but I love the person, they don't understand, how can you still love somebody? You are I remember there was another comment, somebody saying, you can keep on, but this guy is going to cause you to be like in Dubai. So very soon he's going to make you the Dubai person, of which we don't want it to happen like that. So, right, this is the song from Lirofo. Right, saying Khatalina. Okay, in this moment in time, where's your loved one? Good evening, Botswana. Lerato la gago la mphilisa. A ke itse gore a wena la motho wa gago la go tshilisa na? Ngabe uthando lomuntu wakho luyakuphilisa, ngabe uthando lomuntu wakho lokwenza kamnandi. Ake thina sihlezi ke lapha namhlanje sithi ahlala ke unethezeke nathi ke wena mtswana kwalapheni. Naso ke ingoma uyithakazelele vela ke kuyena uLirofo. Right, when your person have to see you, they have to see you like you are the most beautiful person. Because your love of your life, that's the one that you have. You have to love that person with all your heart. Appreciate your loved ones, appreciate them. Right, still on the trending news. We have seen the news on other pages that the August Online. There was a publication that's saying tomorrow there will be no public transport. We don't know how much true is that, but it was on the press on August Online. That's why I saw it myself. So if you are here by today, you must be starting to gym now. Right now, get to the gym or get your bicycle, because tomorrow you'll be riding on your bicycle. There will be no combi. And that is for those that are driving their own cars. You will be happy tomorrow. There will be no traffic on road. Right. Right. Let's enjoy the song from this young man. He sings very well. Right, then we have another story again. This one is on our page. The story says, post me as anonymous. Right, the man I got married to is a thief, and that's my husband. Right, I say, make me anonymous, please. I have been married for 3 years, and I have already lost interest in the marriage. My husband is so selfish and insensitive. He has stopped giving me housekeeping money anytime I ask him money. He tells me he doesn't have money. Meanwhile, every month he takes about 3,000. I don't know, it's 3,000 cedis. Okay. I had to quit my job to start my own business since the job was very demanding and the salary wasn't good as well. I needed a loan to start the business. My husband never gave me, right? My husband never gave me. So a friend of mine gave me 2,000 to start. God been so good. It all went well. And I was able to pay back my friend and still paid principal to work with. Right, I say the story continues to say, could you believe my husband transfers money from my, is this Momo, and deletes, which means my husband transfers money from my account and delete the messages so I wouldn't find out. So I downloaded an MTN app. That's how I knew a husband has transferred about 500 cedis without my knowledge. I didn't make it an issue out of it, and I let it slide. This January, my son started school. I went to the school with my husband. He told me to pay the fees, so he will pay back within the weekend. I didn't want to embarrass him, so I just sent the head mistress Momo 2,500. Till now, he hasn't paid the money. Just a day after he used the money that was meant for the boys' fees to go and help in his parents' project. Meanwhile, you don't even have a plot on your own. It's written in different. It's written in difficult language that I cannot really much understand there. But this person is saying the husband is stealing the money. The husband is stealing the money. So whenever, only those people that they think, you don't think, they steal your money, they want to take your money out, they want to destroy everything that you have. So this woman is saying, my own husband is a thief. The own husband, habakupi, the own husband, they just take the money, steal the money and use it for other things. As you can hear, the lady is saying the men will steal the money so that they can go and do the projects at his parents' home. So men, do not do that. When you have a partner, you just have to know now that person is now your a partner. You need to share. You need to talk about everything. You don't need to steal from your partner. You don't need to steal from your partner. Right. I'm looking for that story that there was another story that it was trending. Then after that story, we are going to before that one, maybe we can just go and listen to this song. All right, we then have another story saying, Judge Rightly. This one says, I'm a truck driver. I caught my wife of 9 years with 3 kids with my best friend in my bedroom after I went out to work to bring food on the table. This happened when I decided to take on the spot visit at home because of that day I had forgot my driver's license. I forgot my driver's license at home. I wanted to go and collect it. And then I saw my friend on top of my wife in my matrimonial bed. What should I do? Right, somebody says, do you want to be with her and work it out? What does she want? You or him? Was it a mistake or they are in love? Right, so somebody is asking that if you find someone, this one is saying, can there be a mistake that somebody is cheating on you? Can cheating be a mistake? Some they say it's a choice, some they say it's a mistake. It depends on what happens. Maybe the man had left the wife hungry, and then the best friend had decided to satisfy her. Because some of the people, you Luna guys who are looking for money out there, you lack a lot of things. You then think of money and then forget to satisfy at home. And then there are some that are just doing it because their demons are telling them to do so. Some of the people, they are not satisfied, so they wait so that they can cheat. They don't want to embarrass their husbands. They don't want to embarrass their parents. But you find out they still want to cheat so that they can be satisfied. They don't want to tell the truth because once the truth is said and somebody tells you that you are not doing well in bed, then you now going to start to feel like there is nothing that you can do. So some people, they choose to cheat instead of correcting the mistake. We don't know. You can imagine that if this man had left home, serviced the woman, was the woman going to come and bring another man on top of that? That's a question to ask yourself. But we are not saying people, they should do wrong things in their relationships. All what we are saying is that love one another and be faithful and stay strong in your relationship. And this one says, I found my wife with my best friend. What do you do next? Some people, they'll say, I'll forgive. And then some people, they'll say, I'll chase them away. And then some people, they'll start to say, I want to live for my kids. I cannot leave this person because we have got children. But what I always say to people is that you cannot be happy. You cannot save, or you cannot be at home when you are not happy. You cannot help your children very well when you are not happy. Right, somebody says forgive and divorce for your sanity. That one is mailed. Then the one that was saying, do you want him or her? It was Sarah. Sarah was saying, ubatlamutyo kanajang. Right. And then on the other comments, this is when we said we have a comment from Lek says, forgive and forget, cause it's first time caught up. The question will be, do you still love her? And also for the sake of kids, it won't be so easy. Baba Nweba chitiwa, they stay into relationships just because the relationship you have money. And this one, the relationship has got kids. This one says forgive and forget because this is the first time we are catching them up. But then there's this policy that sometimes when you are in a company, when you are working for a certain company, when they catch you stealing, they just take it that once is enough to chase you away. So other things you just have to decide and see that we're not anonymous. You just have to know what is it that you want. Forgiveness is good. Not that you will be always now saying, we're not the wife tungwenya. Every simple mistake you are judging the person because you once caught them. Let me tell you something. These relationships that you see, sometimes you see the people into relationships, they live in a relationship. Not because they want to live in a relationship, but because they fear the judgment that they are going to experience, whereby, yes, I've done a mistake to you, but do you want us to continue? If you want us to continue, you must be ready, and you must be ready to let the issue go away. You get me? You must be ready to let the issue go away. Not that you are always going to rub it on my face. So sometimes you catch a person cheating, they choose to break up with you, not because they don't love you, but the fear of being judged, the fear of that thing being brought always. You see, there are some people that when you are in love with them, they always bring old stories. Hey, they say a lot of things until the relationship more relationshiping until they go away. So some of the people, when they are caught, they just leave. But because they cannot stand the judgments, they cannot stand to be always harassed over one person. Relationships, even after 10 years, they are still fighting over a long time ex. They are still fighting over an ex that was there. That ex, even if it's mentioned or it's seen after 10 years, the issue in hela itsoha. So if you are not ready and you are not wise enough to forgive, just to get out of that marriage and get out of that because sometimes they give you silent treatment. And everything. They don't want to solve the issue. In the same time, they don't want to talk to you. So somebody can give you a prison in the marriage. In a relationship, you can end up being in a prison and not enjoy the relationship. So this is why other people, when they get cheated, they get out. So when anonymous, it's up to you. What is it that you want? Ubata ingwena with those 3 children, like I'm saying, kids, they can still not have a father. Kids, they can still not have a mother. The mother can separate. They can go there. Someone can be there, but it's not recommended. But think of the children that already don't have the parents that they died. God can still keep those children. So don't stay in a marriage because we're not worried. You are there for the children. No. Think of the children that they are orphans. Think of the children that are there in Marina, and everything, without mothers and everything. Think of those ones that they don't even know any sign of a mother, any sign of a parent. When then you are not well, you are not happy into a relationship, and then you now want to start to say, we're not in the relationship, you are going to stay well. You are going to stay because you are staying there for the children. No, it cannot work. How can you take care of the children when you are stressed? How can you take a well care of the children when you are depressed? Sometimes, like Elabana, you just have to stay and tell the people you enjoy the abusive relationship. You get me? So, yeah, that's it. T-Bots RNA, forgive and divorce. Ratlo are talamja. Right, muhulu RNA talampia hailim. Hey, batung. Hey bana. Yo, tsedi kwalo angi batu. Nope. And then somebody tsepo muhadi are eliwena. Robala, liwena robala, li roba, li rebutsa diwo, this silwa, it's right. Liwena robala, you are just asking us things that we cannot even, yeah, so this thing, you are just asking us, just to create content, right? And then somebody says divorce here, and then somebody says forgive them and leave. Forgive them and leave. What are you saying there, Molapeng? You get somebody with your partner, and then you have history, you have invested, and you and this partner, what do you do? One thing that I can tell you that I've realized is that when cheating comes from a woman, Us men, we want to understand. Us men, we want to say, yes, we can understand this. We can understand this. You get me? When it comes to a woman, men, they don't want to understand. A man who throw you away. A man who throw you away. If a man gets cheated, they will throw you away. But when it's a woman, they will come and say, okay, no, we are going to keep the child. But once it is a woman who has done it, it is always treated differently. It is always treated differently. What I want to tell you, so sidirang, even a woman can do it. The cheating that you do, a woman can do it. Being faithful, a woman can still be also faithful. So it's not all about you, men. You get me? Where you want to cheat and let everything slide like that. At some point, we all need to know that so yeah, don't just be a person who is so abusive, who is so controlling. Yet, they are the ones who are cheating outside there. They are the ones who are cheating. You get me? Right, let's find one more last story. This one was published by Bubedi. That was 6 hours ago. If you know Bubedi Masiye, we are going to read what this person had wrote, and then we can call it a quit. Right, Bubedi Masiye. If you know Bubedi Masiye, just tag them to this post, because we are now reading his or her comment. There's some special message that it's written there. Right, this person says, stop breaking your own heart. Stop breaking your own heart by trying to make a relationship work that is clearly not meant to work. One thing about Botswana ladies, are those men that you see that they are not even ready to marry you. Yeah, most of the people, they do that. So this one is saying, stop breaking your heart. You are breaking your own heart by trying to make a relationship that doesn't work, trying to make it work. But you are busy there following up and down. That doesn't work like that. You get me? Writer saying you cannot force someone to take care about you. And now you cannot force somebody to take care of you. Where there is love, things they tend to be automatical. Right, then Bubedi continues to say, you cannot force someone to be loyal. I chose to be loyal for my own reasons, personal reasons. Nobody forced me to be loyal. But there was a time when I looked at everything and I was like, no man, this time I need to be loyal. This time I need to take my life further. Writer Bobedi says, you cannot force someone to be a person you want them to be. Sometimes the person you want the most is the person you are better without. A crush, that crush, you are better without that crush. Otherwise, Sometimes the person that you feel like I need most, that's not the person that you need to be with. It's very possible to love a wrong person. Right, you have to understand that some things are meant to happen, but just not meant to be forever. I love the message by Bobedi Masie. You need to understand that some things are meant to happen. That breakup is meant to happen, but it doesn't last forever. There is life after a breakup. There is life after... there is even life after death. Maybe you have lost your loved one. You are alive today, but you still have to move on. Some things are meant to come into your life, are just not meant to stay. Jaga the one night stand. Ditlaba di tsile mo go era mapula. Ami hela di be di tswa ho. Di change dilo. So some things are meant to come into your life, but they are not meant to come and stay. Someone is meant to come into your life, and then when their season comes out, they go. And then don't lose yourself by trying to fix what is meant to stay broken. You cannot say, well, now this thing is designed like this way, and then you are trying to make it straight. Some things are always meant to stay broken. Maybe you're out there, you are thinking like, what have I done to this person to deserve such a pain? Why is my friend not talking to me? Why am I not talking to people? Why do people hate me? Sometimes it's good when they stay like that, because some things are meant to stay broken. You don't have to fix broken things. That's their nature. They are broken. They look broken like that, whether you cannot do anything. No matter how much you give them your love, no matter how much you give them your attention, they will always disappoint you. So this is why we say some things are meant to always stay broken. Maybe you are there today, your relationship of so many years, ever since you started the relationship, you don't find peace, you don't find happiness. Maybe that relationship, you are supposed to get out of it because it doesn't work for you. Some things are meant to stay broken. Right, you can't get a relationship. You can't get the relationship you need from someone who is not ready to settle down. When now who wants to settle down, you need to find somebody who is ready to settle down. Matata le batla go change batho when they are still by jela monati. When you want to change someone who still wants to and is feeling. Uska tsa ngwana o ipo ngwana. O bo batla go tsa ngwana or wena o modira mosadi. Nako ya go tshamika ya ngwana ha isetse gorogile. Ngwana wa go batla go ya go tshamika. And then tomorrow you start to cry and say, this girl, that. No, the girl is right. When you are the one who took a child, you took somebody who was not ready to settle down. So don't try to change a person and say, this person is going to change. Let me be with her and let me be with him. There are guys that bone hela bone ki ba monate ba robala mo majalweng ha ba itse gore ba robala kae ki bo no fixed aboard. But this is where now you want to take somebody like that, as not ready as they are, when our muhadzake, as not ready as she is, when our bona mabo. When one thing that I want to tell you, dating is not marriage. When you are dating, you are trying to give each other time to investigate and see if you can be together. Tomorrow we'll be talking about sex before marriage. Is it a sin? What are the dangers to those that are doing it? And what are the benefits to those that are not doing it? Itusagaying on our social life and this life that we are living today. Does it still stay relevant that we shouldn't be involved in sex before marriage? As you heard Pastor Obza, with only 5 minutes after marriage, he started to tell the people that lidirabuleo. Obza, Mr. Tsui, 5 minutes past the marriage, he had started to preach, telling the people that they are doing the wrong things, which was very right. When you see the light, you can't wait to share it to the people. Congratulations, Mr. Mudidima. May God bless you on your marriage. Right, we are continuing with the letter that Bubedi wrote. You might not understand why now, but I promise one day you will understand why things didn't work out. So if Mapula, you didn't understand why they had to drop you out of their car, it is because God is preparing for your own car. That same man who left you pregnant, that was a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you. Right, don't put your happiness on hold for someone who is not holding on to you. You have to accept that some chapters in our lives have to close without closure. Ebana. Some chapters they have to close without closure. Just be a hard rock and move away. Some of you are looking for closure, but closure is going to destroy you sometime. You want closure while you slept with you once and he went. What if the person comes and say, you didn't satisfy me, I wasn't happy? You don't even appear to be like a woman. That closure can destroy you. So this is why Bubedi says some chapters they will close without closure, and it is fine. You don't owe anyone any explanation. And then Bubedi then goes on to say, some people are not meant to be part of our lives forever. The relationship that you are enjoying today, it can end anytime, and that is still fine, because if it is not meant to be there forever, then when that time comes for an expiry date, the relationship will expire. The problem is you want to appear a strong person. You want to appear like when you do permanent things. So some things are temporal. Other people, they come into our lives for temporal. So you need to enjoy it while it lasts. So you can even hear this song, you can tell from this song that if this was real a dedication from our icon star to the by then husband, you can tell what this song means. And then looking at things right now, you can also see that some of the things, they are meant to be temporal. They can appear permanent, they can appear strong, but if they are not meant to be forever, if they are not meant, not that when the devil tries to destroy them, no. Right, we are about to finish the story from Bubedi. Some people, they are not meant to be part of our lives forever. They visit our lives for a brief period, not to stay in it. Sometimes I can see, when we are talking about this, I can see maybe a mother holding a child just a few minutes, and then the child passes on. Just for a few minutes. Some people, they would come here, but I only saw my child for 3 minutes. My child was alive, but then after then, my child went. Uskaipulaya, as we are here to comfort you and say some things and some people, they are only meant to come there into our lives for a short period. Yes, you have taken 9 months. Yes, you have felt the labor pains of being a mother, but that only 2 minutes, there was a meaning, and God knows why you had to lose your child only within few minutes. And may God bless you and give you the strength to move on and not think a lot. Right. Our lives, but for a short period, not to stay in it, but to show us some things that we have been unable to see it by ourselves. Go na le msimane o mongwe le gore ha tsena mo botshelong jwa go bona gore hey, tota gore a re ne ke se motho, dilo di simolola go change. Go be go na le ngwanyane o mongwe le gore ha tsena hela o go ethela o na le bene one, o go ethela hela o na le trousers e one. After that relationship, you see things, they start to change. This is what ornya ke mo khetsana le boroko bo bo one today ke no on tirang yana. No, there are some people that even if they come to your life, they will get out, and then they are there to show you something that you had never imagined that you can see. Right, Bubedi continues to say, wise up and identify those who are passerbys and those who are permanent in our lives, and treat them as such. A word to the wise. This post, it had 73 engagements, and so far this post has reached 2,619 people. And because it's the truth, it only has 5 comments. It only has 5 comments compared to a joke, compared to something of a comedy, compared to something that can just be nothing. So most of the times the jokes, they get most comments, they get the most reactions than the reality. When it comes to the reality, there is a problem about us. When there is truth, we ignore the truth, and then we choose to enjoy the jokes and everything. Otherwise, there are 5 comments and then 5 shares. But if it was somebody naked, this truth, if it was a video trending, it was going to trend. But the truth does not trend anymore. I don't know why, but yeah. So Bubedi, we are going to clap hands for you, and then for what you have said. That's very good. What you said is very good, and we accept it, and may God bless you. Right. Let's see again. Right. Our network is now getting slower, but anyway, we have Good. So that was for you, Bobedi. Thank you so much, people. We have enjoyed. We have enjoyed. And then we want to play a last song from Chama Girl that says Sikuta. Sikuta, Sikuta. After Sikuta, we are gone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.